Hello, I'm Joe Slishan, Managing Editor of the Wabash Plain Dealer, bringing you tomorrow's headlines for Friday, February 21st. As you know, tomorrow's headlines are a sneak preview of some of the stories that you can find in the print product on Friday. These stories are also available online at www.wabashplaindealer.com, and there are links to some of the stories on our social media pages such as Facebook and Twitter. Once again, leading off our newspaper on Friday is the latest on Wednesday morning's bank robbery at First Merchants Bank. Detective Sergeant Jim Kirk told the Plain Dealer that the police now have two solid clues to pursue the robbery suspect with. One is the red sweatshirt, which he is believed to be have been worn by the suspect during the robbery. That was found yesterday out on Dora Road. The other clue is a pair of black gloves, which also may have been worn by the alleged robber. Those gloves were found in a snow pile in front of the Plain Dealer office building here on Canal Street, which is about a block south of the First Merchants Bank. The gloves had been there overnight and were reported to the police mid-morning today. The police also released 3 surveillance photos of the alleged suspect, and those can be found on the Plain Dealer website and on the Facebook page as well. Kirk hopes to use the 2 pieces of clothing, the sweatshirt and the gloves, to try to match up DNA that could be found on there and see if they can determine who the suspect was, or the identity of the suspected bank robber. In another story, I covered the Wabash County Election Board meeting Thursday morning, at which Karen Smalley, who was a candidate for the LeGros Township Advisory Board, was removed from the ballot. Ms. Smalley, who filed her candidacy as a Republican, failed to mark one of 3 questions on the application or on the candidacy declaration, which asked about her party or how she could prove her party affiliation. Candidates have 2 ways to prove their affiliation. One is by the way they voted in the last primary election, and the other, should they have switched parties from the last primary, was from a letter from the respected county party chairman for which party they were registering under. In the 2008 election, according to County Clerk Elaine Martin, who sits on the election board, Ms. Smalley registered as a Democrat, or voted as a Democrat, and because nothing was marked and no letter of candidacy was filed from the Republican chairman for Ms. Smalley, she was removed from the ballot. Eric Seaman covered a story involving Wabash County Promise on a Wednesday evening, at which local Promise officials said they are looking to expand the program to other areas around Indiana and hope to have a good portion of the state covered within the next 2 years. You can find more on that story in the Plain Dealer on Friday as well. Turning to sports, sports editor Justin Shockey takes a look at some of the various sporting events coming up this weekend. The Northfield and Southwood boys basketball teams meet in what is being called the Metro Bowl on Friday night. And 3 local wrestlers, 2 from Southwood and 1 from North Manchester, or 1 from Manchester High School, that is, will compete Friday night in the opening preliminary rounds of the state wrestling tournament in Indianapolis. Justin brings previews of all those stories, as well as a look at the Wabash High School girls basketball team's game Saturday in the regional competition. You can find more on those and other stories in the Plain Dealer on Friday. You can also find them online. If you're out and about, please be careful with the rain we've had. There's standing water throughout the area. would hate to see anything happen to you while you're out driving. Until next time, I'm Joe Slation saying thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time. Again, thank you.